Welcome back, everyone, to Yeah, the Girls. I'm joined, as always, with my co-hosts, Georgie Rankin and Claudia Gunjaka.
I nearly said, you've nailed it this time, Becky.
I know,
Claudia
I was on.
Gunjaka.
We'll leave this in because who doesn't love a good laugh in the morning? How are we both feeling, ladies?
Good, yeah. I think we had a week off last week, so come back a little bit refreshed this week, which has been nice.
We have come off a pretty big condensed period, so apologies for last week. We thought we all needed a bit of a rest and rejuvenation. Claude was back at work as well, getting smashed, so we're like, let's just all have a breather and get some well-needed sleep.
What are you laughing at, Jake?
But no, we've got a big episode as always. We've got our sweet and sours of the week. We've also got our special guest, Shawnee Mason, which will join us after her debut on the weekend. We'll do Which Cat Is That with her, and we'll do a little bit of a recap of Brisbane and chat about West Coast as well. So great show coming up, but let's first start with our sweet and sours, ladies. What was your sweet and sour of the week, G?
I'll start off. I found it really hard to think of a sour. But then this morning I was shocked into what I realised was this is a pretty sour moment and has been going on for the last 2 weeks, which is next door has started building, which means I don't actually know what time they turn up. I'm pretty sure it's before 7, the first lot of like vehicles and that are rolling in. And my border collie, Nala the guard dog, like I'm talking a big like, like just this massive.
And she came bounding over.
She's in bed, like right, because she cuddles up right next to me. And then I am just shook. I just wake up instantly and I'm like, get out of the bed.
Naughty
Anyway,
girl.
so that's about as sour as it gets.
Hey,
That's all I got for
That's a good week, Jake.
Yeah, pretty
Could
good
you
week.
turn me up a bit, Jake? Thanks.
That's
Whoa, bitter.
that's me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there we go.
That's good. That's good. Thanks. Sorry.
And then if I go quite simple, but we often talk about the loved ones in our life, and it was really nice. I had Mum hadn't been down for a couple weeks, and she popped down on Thursday last week, I think, and spent the weekend with me. And we even went shopping, which is not something.
Oh my God, where did you go shopping?
Where'd you go?
At Westfield.
No, just down Torquay, went around the surf shops.
Oh,
and
love that.
just at Cotton On. Very simple. Mum knows it's like, all right, we're going to this place for this reason. We're going to this place for this reason, and then no longer, or else you just think my eyes
I'm looking
glaze
at you
over
like
and I'm
that's
done.
not us.
I'm like, that is criminal, going to Torquay for shopping.
No, I just knew I had vouchers and
Yeah, fair.
got that
Love
done.
that.
But
What did you get?
I got a few new tees. I got a skirt, some jeans, and then some like kind of nicer knit or like going
Girl, you've
not
done
going
very
out tops, but
well.
like summery.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I love
nice
that.
You're
tops,
such
so.
surfer girl vibes too, so I love it.
No, Gee, your mum is the biggest surfer girl.
Isn't she?
I see her every time. I'm like, you are so stunning.
Yeah.
She's
hope
got the
she's
beautiful
listening.
tan skin, the
I know.
curly hair too, the blue eyes.
the
and I'm
bloody
like,
Queenslanders.
the Queenslanders glow. She
Yeah.
is.
I say
where
to
you
her
get it
all the
from.
time, like, Mum, you are trendy.
Yeah.
She
Because-
is trendy.
She looks great.
trendy.
And she half the time, like half my wardrobe is stuff that Mum will buy in Queensland. I haven't tried it on or anything, and then she'll just bring it down and go,
She
I just saw
knows.
this and thought, and then she goes, it's something that I wish I could wear, but I'm too old for it. And I'm
Oh my
like,
God,
you have
bless
great
her.
taste.
That's
It's just
great.
phenomenal. So
What a
shout out
legend.
to Mum.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet, Del. What was
Awesome.
your sweet and sours, Gunj?
Well, I'll start with my sour. It's not even that sour, to be honest. But just everyone at the moment that I know is in Japan, and I just have major
jealous.
FOMO. And like, I speak a little bit of the language because I did it
Give
at
us
school.
a hello. My name is Claudia.
Watashi wa kuroria desu.
Wait, but where
Whoa.
was your name?
Kuroria. There's no L's
Oh!
in Japan. So that's how you say it.
Wow, I
There's
feel
no L's.
that was sexy.
Wait till you hear my Croatian. Anyway, no. So yeah, everyone I know, like a couple of my best friends, my brother's there now, Tom's brothers are there now. So everyone's in Japan,
love
and I just
this.
have major FOMO. So
Oh.
I mean, if that's as sour as it gets, then that's pretty good. So that's my sour, and then my sweet. I feel like every week I have a new concert that I'm going to.
Ah,
so
where are we
I've
going?
got Coldplay tickets,
Oh
guys.
my
I'm
Finally.
jealous. Well done.
Yeah, which took me so long to get. I had been on my phone 24/7 trying to source tickets, but I finally got them. So next Sunday will be so fun. I'm very excited.
That's
love
huge.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty keen. So that's my sweet.
Well done, doll.
Yeah.
Well, my sweet and sours of the week. My sour, I'll start with
Wait,
my.
sorry.
I'll get to it. My AirPods and my watch decided to die in 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
Within 2 weeks.
Jake's facial expressions this whole episode.
That is
Sorry, I
gold.
didn't even click on when I.
That's literally. That's
I was
what
like, what do you mean, a bag of money?
Bag of money.
Can we leave that here? Okay. Sorry, I'm down like $1,000 because I've had to replace my AirPods and my watch.
Oh no.
But anyways, it was also one of my sweets this week was yesterday was my birthday. Had all the beautiful birthday love, which was stunning. So that was also a birthday present from me to me.
And the kindergarten kids that we hear sung happy
oh my
birthday
God,
to
I
you. That was
know.
so
It's
sweet.
cute. But I had another sweet this week. Some of my family friends went over to America for a couple of 3 weeks or so, and they brought me back this gorgeous Seahawks hat. So I'm now an NFL Seahawks galley. I'd be wearing it right now, but I've got a bun, so it wouldn't look.
And also headphones.
It wouldn't look as good. So shout out
They're
to
also
Sam and that.
Geelong colours. Now that I see it.
Yeah.
A little.
And also Wertho is a Seahawk. Our PDM in the men's space is a Seahawk fan. So
Yeah, well,
we
I
are
loved
the
when
same.
He was walking through before, and Becky's like, "Where they? He's like on the phone, like, "Look at my hat."
Name one player, Becky.
What's NFL? Anyway, so they were my sours and sweets of the week. But in all, we've had a pretty good
I was
week
gonna
so
say
far.
our sours are pretty
Yeah.
minimal. So
Yeah, we definitely cannot complain.
shout out to life.
How was your birthday?
Oh, it was lovely. I obviously got to spend it here in the morning training with all my favourite people and doing something that I love to do as well. So that was
so
really nice. And then I was spoilt by my housemates, Remy, Kelson, Tyler, and we went out for dinner as well. So I just had a beautiful, beautiful day. And it was like 28
Wholesome.
degrees, so
Yeah,
cannot
gorgeous.
complain.
How good.
So yeah, had a beautiful day.
Big 24-year-old now.
I'm old.
Welcome to the dark side.
Hey, whoa.
I feel like 24 is quite a nice
24 is
number.
a great age.
Yeah. At the
Great
time though, when I turned 24, I was like, what a stupid number.
Yeah.
Like it's so
Yeah.
insignificant of just like I'm now 24.
Try being
24.
27. What a stupid number.
Yeah, that's a shit number.
Jake's face again.
How much have I got to edit?
We love this.
Okay.
So good. All right. Well, let's get into a bit of the game recap against Brisbane. We are on a bit of a high because we won. We got the W and we played some really great football, which is awesome to recap when we're playing some good footy. Overall, looking at the season so far, we have played some really good football.
Yeah.
And on the weekend, I just felt like we had a 4-quarter performance, which I think started in the midfield with some
Couldn't agree more.
our gun girls in there winning the ball and
Oh,
putting pressure on as
absolutely.
well.
They were just unreal in there. We shouted out in our meeting yesterday, Crocky, who was just going all day. I know there was a moment against one of the Svart girls, they're very quick, and I just remember Nina going, "Go Crocky!" and she just literally flies away from them, like instantly gets another 1 to 2 meters on them.
I reckon it was in the 4th quarter too,
was.
and her speed acceleration was just unbelievable.
Huge. But
Yeah.
the way that I particularly remember at one point it was early in the 1st quarter, and there was some repeat centre bounces where the Brisbane girls sucked into the footy and ours just held their space so well over the back. The ball came out, they flipped it to, the outside player, and we just surged it forward. Like it was just some of their best craft and the connectivity between who's actually going for the footy, who's then going to be that release player, and then getting our runners going. It just really set the tone, I reckon.
100%. And I felt like their pressure around the football was what made our lives down in the back line so easy to set
Yeah.
up what we were trying to achieve on the weekend.
Chris had 10 tackles.
10 tackles,
Yeah.
yes.
10
And
clearances.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
And you can't really undersell that pressure too, because as a defender, when there is that bit of pressure on the ball, it's enough for us to get a bit of time to be able to stop them as well and their key forwards and things like that. So
Find best position.
yeah, no, like the mids were great all game, I thought, and just across the whole team, to be honest, I think we all just like really felt quite connected that whole game. And I don't know about you guys, but I know a few people have said to me, it felt like a couple games this year things just didn't go our way quite a lot. But on the weekend, I felt like things were just, we got the right bounce, you know.
Yeah,
it bounced
yeah.
through the sticks. Archie touched it on the line. Like things like that usually I feel like haven't gone our way. But it just felt like a ripper day on the weekend.
Couldn't agree more. And even in the intensity and alertness, like looking at each player as the quarters finished or throughout the game, it was like eye contact, we're ready to go, we're on the same page. Even when things didn't go right, you know, as a defensive group, there was one point in the third quarter, we all came in together. It was after they did kick a goal on us, and we were just like, hey, we just find our oppos and we reset, and once we know that, we're going to be good to go. And it was like, it was a quick response each time we needed to really react and reset and get things back on our terms.
100%. And love being back in the back line with some really good structure behind the ball and having Anna Rose sort of play as our spare, and she absolutely
Dominated.
smashed it.
Or as someone said in our team meeting, 8 up.
8 up. She ate.
She really did.
580
She's just like a
plus
gazelle.
meters gained for the team.
Unreal.
She played definitely one of her best games she's ever played, and for it to be her
10th game.
not quite.
Isn't it 10th?
10th.
7th. It's a 7th game.
What round?
Oh,
No, because she
her
played one in the
10.
final, so eighth game.
She's played every game this year, hasn't she?
Yeah, so 8
So we've
games.
had 9
No,
plus
we've had
the
9
extra
games
ones.
plus
That was her,
one, so
that
this
was
is
her
10th
10th.
game.
We haven't played 9 games this year.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Because we have 7A.
Oh, we have
7B.
11 games.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking of like the 10
I was like,
weeks.
I swear,
Have
I have
we?
heard multiple times, like on the commentary and in the recap.
Wait,
about
she's
We
played
played
10.
9 games.
We played 9
This,
games.
yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then the 1.
Yeah.
I'm getting tripped
It's
out
10.
because in the review it's like week 8, and I'm like, what
Yeah,
the
it's confusing.
I don't know why
It
we
is.
just didn't keep it week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like
Yeah.
that. But
Anyways,
Anyway.
Anna Rose, 10th game, absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, she did.
But yeah, that obviously doesn't happen without the structure and support of everyone around her. So definitely a highlight of the game was her ability to just run and carry and take the ball out.
Yeah, and another highlight, speaking of a run and carry, was Bowie's goal where she turned around, she took the mark, and her opposition as well stood the wrong way. So they were both standing the wrong way, facing against the goals.
Yeah.
And I said to Bowie, what was it that well, when was the moment that you realised that you were going the wrong way? She's like, I looked up and I just saw Gunj and Meg, and I was like, what are you doing in the forward line? So she turned around and ended up kicking a ripper goal because it confused the whole lot of them. So
it was unreal. I'm
Yeah, it
sure
was
everyone's
so
seen the
good.
vision of it, but
Yeah.
it was so good. And then the celebration after.
yeah.
3 fingers. Poor Braggy has broken 3 fingers, so she's getting around in 3 casts. So she was just given a little
Oh,
No,
a
it's
little
very
tribute to
cute.
Braggy. But
Yep.
overall, I thought the game was very well done from quarter 1 to quarter 4, and
Totally.
no, getting really pumped to play West Coast this weekend and get
Yeah.
to travel
Yes.
again.
But we should probably, we missed it in going in at the start.
yes.
We had milestones,
milestones.
within that game.
Of
So
course, how could we
Yes.
forget?
obviously Sean as a first gamer, but then it's always quite I don't know, it gets a unique feeling, I find, when you've got a first gamer, and then we had Scotty, first player of our side, hitting 75 games, which is just a massive achievement. And I
Unbelievable.
loved, she's such a soft-spoken person, but when she speaks, it's with such wisdom and purpose.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
everyone just listens, don't
everyone listens and absorbs it. But I loved when Dan spoke about her walking through, you know, in before she started, and sort of having this moment of going, look, I know where I'm at. This is the stage of my career, and you know where my body is, and everything. She's come in and played every single game for us that she's been fit to play, apart from COVID, which hit, you know, the week before.
Yeah.
And that's just huge. Her
yeah.
awareness of her craft up forward, the ability to keep the ball moving and keep her feet, is something that I find so unbelievably inspiring for where she is at, to just constantly halve the contest, keep the ball live, and then most of the times get it on her terms, which is just phenomenal.
And one thing that really amazed me was that she said she started at 28 years old.
I didn't know
So,
that either.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but G, probably similar age to me. Like, we're around that age, and you think about, well, a little bit less, but you think about like, oh, us playing 75 games seems like far away, but in a sense, like for her to play 75 but start at 28 years old is just amazing, I think. And props to her, how she's kept her body so well as well.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And she's
Awesome to see.
juggling so much in her life to be able to be that consistent.
Yeah,
She's
amazing.
100%.
It's just amazing.
I just want to go out to the farm in the off season.
yeah.
Can we all?
A number of us have said
Yeah.
that
Alright,
to her.
cool.
I think
Yeah.
I'll
we
get
should
the
all go.
milking gloves on. Is that what they use? I don't know. But great shout, G. It was really cool to sort of be in that team meeting beforehand, and Dan's got Shawnee number one game, Scotty 75, and it was just like, wow.
We also had Darbs' 50 Cats games as well, which was cool.
Yes.
Very sweet.
Yeah, so very big club person too, Darbs. So yeah,
Couldn't agree more.
All right, well, let's get Shawnee on to talk about her first game and a little bit about her for the listeners as well.
Perfect.
See you guys soon.
Alrighty, we are back and we've got our special guest with us, Chantel Mason. Feels weird to say her whole name actually. I'm just going to keep saying Sean, a local Geelong gal, and was very excited to have you on the weekend. All of us were debuting in your first game. I know that a couple of you girls have come up with a name for yourselves. You were the Scrim Dogs for a little while, and I loved that. I think it was Thorny or Bella said the last graduate of the Scrim Dogs to come into the side. And I know I've been saying a lot to you recently just around your professional approach over the course of the pre-season and season, and just the strength that you have as a player, and knowing coming into the game that that's already stock standard. It was there, and I guess we saw all the emotion come out from when it was announced at training, but obviously all three of us and our listeners, we want to hear from the inside of your own brain. What were you thinking? How did it feel? And telling your family and leading in first game, just give us everything, all of it.
All right. I think I was just like stoked. Like felt like a long time since obviously getting drafted back in December. And kind of as soon as it happens, it's like, all right, now I just want to play, like just want to debut, just want to get out there. And then obviously a long, hard pre-season. And yeah, just to finally get the call up was very special. I felt like throughout the whole like time, I just felt very like supported, and then to have like everyone get around you was just very special, and yeah, felt good.
It was so cute out on the field when Dan announced it. Did you have any inkling? I did see him mic'd up a little bit early, and I was like, Sean, don't look.
Yeah, because I was in I was in his drill for the first one, and Nina goes, "Oh, Dan, mic'd up," and he goes, "Oh, you know, just."
I think he said it's just for Scotty.
Yeah, he goes,
said
"Scotty's
it's for
75th,"
Scotty.
and I was like,
That's weird.
I feel a bit dumb now because I genuinely just thought, oh, they've just mic'd him up and he's going to have one of, they're just going to have, the media team is just going to have this session of Dan. And so I was thinking, don't say anything stupid. Don't think. Nothing to do with the rest of us.
Nothing to do with,
Yeah.
with that. I looked at Nina when she said that too, and I was sort of giving it. I was like,
no, don't say that.
stop it.
Yeah, but when that happened, and I was like, no, like, don't think ahead, don't get ahead of yourself, like. But then when he like was like, all right, come in closer, that time I was like, surely something, and then it was. So yeah, it's very good.
And how did it feel being out on the ground and finally getting that chance to debut?
It was good. It was humbling a bit, especially against Brisbane, a very quick side. But like, just to be out there surrounded by everyone and have some of my friends and family come down and stuff. Like when I ran out, hearing the cheering and stuff, it was very special.
I'm going to jump in here. Sorry. I've always wondered, obviously, like, a few of us haven't played juniors and come from that pathway. But in terms of how did it feel pace-wise compared to, say, when you've played junior footy to now playing AFLW? Did it feel like a massive difference for you? Or
I think, yeah, there was a massive step up. Like compared to Falcons or even like Vic Country last year, you go from that and then AFL. It's like, I feel like at Coates League you can kind of adjust, and even if you're not the first to react, you can get away with it.
Yep.
But there, it's like if you're not the first to go, you're done for, and you kind of have to read it in advance, like 5 seconds before something actually happens, or else you're just like too late. But yeah, it was good to experience.
Yeah, that's great.
I want to know your pre-game. What did you get up to during the morning? Because it was a quick turnaround to come to the club, which was lovely, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Did
I've
you go
never
for a stroll or anything?
No, I did my uni quiz because I actually
Wow, invigorating.
I love this. I thought I just don't want to think about anything, and I was like, I have a quiz to do. I'm not going to want to do it tomorrow, so if I just get it out of the way, I'll distract myself for an hour or two and got it done. So
That is really
girl.
smart. That's
Yeah.
a good strategy.
yeah,
Very
it was
good.
good.
That is good. But yes, as you were saying, Shawnee, you're at uni now. I want to sort of know a little bit about your early teenage years. What did football look like for you growing up? Have you always sort of played what did it look like, Dal?
Yeah, I think when I was about probably 5 years old, Dad would take us all to the park and we'd just kick the footy. I think I was probably the most keen out of all of my siblings. They kind of just sat there, but we'd always go and like kick goals, kick in the backyard. I remember we had like a brick wall and I'd just like kick against it for like hours each night and just like mark it.
It's where you get the sticky hands from.
Yeah,
I was
maybe,
gonna say,
'cause
what was your asset back then? Was it your marking, your kicking?
probably my marking, yeah. But yeah, and then kind of just went through the pathways, had played local since did like Auskick and then played local from when I was like 10. And then Falcons, I had only played one game in my bottom age and then had a good top age year, we'll say. And then, yeah, came here, and Vic Country in my top age as well. So kind of just went through like the generic, like grassroots system. But
I love that. I
That's
feel like
awesome.
you've walked through the corridors here and you're very mature for your age, Dal. I always have conversations with you and I'm like, oh God, you're not my age, but you feel like you are.
Gee, how old do you think I am? Just quickly, because Gee the other day goes.
No, I sent her a really lovely Snapchat. Let's put that out there first. And I got to a point where I was talking about her maturity, and I was like, because you're.
She goes 6.
No, I swear 16. I swear I was going 17, 18, and then I was like, you can't be 17. But then I thought, maybe you are.
Are we even allowed to
Anyway.
draft anymore under the age of 18?
Well,
G?
that's what shook me. Okay, so now I know how old she is, girls. She's 19.
19, yes,
19.
Gee. I thought, no wonder you think I'm so mature. You think
You
I'm
tu-
16.
You turned 19 this year, didn't you?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
When's your birthday, Sean?
28th of May,
What
Yeah,
star
mate,
sign's that?
Gemini.
Ooh.
very cool.
I have no idea what the qualities of a
I was
Gemini
going to say, I
are.
was like, what is it again? No, but you are so mature and I feel like you've got such a great head on your shoulders. I know you were school captain at school growing up. Do you feel like a lot of the qualities from like school and all that sort of stuff has sort of come through and like playing rep football and stuff like that through the corridors here?
Yeah, I think for sure. I think it's just like to present myself well and just maintain kind of a professional outlook on it all, because that's what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, I think just having like that balance of working hard and professionalism, but then also kind of that social side and getting to know people, and like catching up with people, that I think I've maintained a good balance for my first year. But yeah, I do really enjoy like the work aspect of it, like having to come in here every day and just even like all the 1%ers, recovery, doing extras. I think I really enjoy that and try and maintain myself to a good standard.
And
that.
for those who aren't from Geelong, Shani went to Geelong College, so being school captain at such a prestigious school is actually quite a big deal. So don't undersell that, because that's an amazing quality that you've got, is also your leadership as well, which you might not feel like you use as much being at such a young age and at the start of your career here, but you definitely will moving forward, and you already do now. So yeah, huge quality to have as well. Obviously, we are wearing the same jumper, so I am clearly your biggest fashion influence. But
Really?
besides your fashion influence, who's been your biggest influence this year, and who's had the biggest impact on you this year? It could be on field, off field, both.
I think it's hard to put it down to one. There's been a lot. I will say, G, you have been very good to me this year.
Oh.
You've been very
She's
supportive.
very good at putting her arm around
Yeah.
everyone around the club.
Yes, very sweet of you, G. And then I think having like Bella, Bridie, Thorny, they've also been really good. I guess the Scrim Dogs. But obviously Bella and Thorny have a bit more experience, just as they're a bit older and know a bit more. I think they've been good at kind of just keeping me level-headed in times where I've probably not been. And then just the whole list, to be honest. Like, I know you two especially have just like the small gestures. They really get to me, especially on selection days. I probably didn't realise, but like just like the tap on the back, or when Gunji said after one of the weeks, it just absolutely set me into a spiral. And yeah, meant a lot to me. So I think everyone has, had an impact on me and been really good to me so far.
And I think everyone on the team really felt that when you finally got that debut, you know, everyone was really rooting for you this whole season. I know in particular I was, because I have played on you for so long through this through this pre-season and through the season, being a forward that you are, we often play on each other, and I just am so excited about what qualities that you have as a footballer, and I'm so excited to see that even further as you develop and as you go along. And you know, as you said, you're a great mark and absolutely great at kicking a goal as well. Like your finishing's really good too. So we are really excited to see that come through as well, which is awesome.
I just want to jump in there because I'd said to Sean, I remember having this conversation with Meg in the pre-season. There was once, well, I kind of was flipping obviously between wing and back, but there was this one session in particular where I played on Sean, and I said to her afterwards, it's the first time in a training session where I've genuinely thought, I might have to switch with someone here. Like there's not very, for all the, I mean, love them. They're all talented in their own ways, but for all the tools that we have, I think probably even just knowing them and going, I know their movements and these sorts of parts of their game where I feel like I can combat it. But I had this session on Sean where that you are so strong and you're so aware of your body positioning and your craft that I was getting absolutely pantsed, and I nearly went, Meg, we're going to have to switch. But I thought, no, stick with it. But it truly is. It's such a credit to you at your age. And that's when I think I had this conversation with Meg and we went, and how scary is that? Because you're in your first season.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's just huge. Anyway, I just want to jump in and
I actually want to quickly jump in. Sorry, Beck. I've got another story.
Oh, good girls, I'm loving this.
Becky's just not going to get a word in here. But I don't know if you remember this, Sean, but this was in our off season when we had sort of sessions down here that if people could make it, we would come. And I remember I'd finally been able to make some of the sessions with work, and I think it was the first couple times I'd met you and Brides, and we were playing on each other just as like a marking target down forward at supposed to be 60%. Anyway, Shawnee's gone out 110%, guns blazing, made me look like an absolute idiot, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, like, am I going to be able to play footy this year because this 18-year-old has taken marks over me 24/7. So I don't know if you remember that, but from that day I knew you were going to be something special. So I'm very excited to see where you get to.
Thank you, Gunj. Yeah, sorry about that one.
No, it's
you got to
so
prove
good
yourself.
to see.
Yeah, exactly.
So good to see. We love all your footy ability, Dal, but what are you doing outside of football? What's keeping you occupied? Obviously, you've got your uni, which is taking up immense amount of time as well. But yeah, what keeps you busy, and what are you sort of planning to do outside of your football time?
So I'm currently studying at uni. That's science at Melbourne Uni. So just my first year, did full-time, first semester part-time, which has been pretty cruisy for the last couple of months. But yeah, so hopefully I can continue with that.
Do you want to like get into something else other than science afterwards, or what's the plan there?
Hoping to do a master's in physio.
Are you just, I'm your biggest influence.
Yeah, you really are, Gunj. That's why I'm always asking you all these questions. Yeah, hopefully the WAM can stay up and
Gunj is like,
will.
don't do it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
don't do it. Get out of it now.
that's not what you said.
I'm joking.
But yeah, and then outside of uni and footy, probably just the catch-ups with coffee dates, the unemployed coffee dates.
We love it.
Just on the off days, or like, yeah, just catching up with people, seeing Brides and Scrim Dogs and all of you lot.
Love that.
Scrim Dog.
So cute.
So you're currently still at home at the moment.
Yes.
A few have moved out. I don't know where that is down the track for you. I mean, I'd soak up being at home for as long as possible. But if you were to move out, is there someone that you could see yourself living with, and then someone who you definitely couldn't see yourself living with in a house?
Are you
Well,
domesticated?
Yeah.
I would say I am domesticated.
Yeah, I feel like
You
you
have
would
been
be.
over at mine and,
Yeah.
and ended up doing a bit of the cooking when you and Abs have been there, and then next
I
minute
love to
Abby's
cook.
sitting on the couch and Sean's cooking in the kitchen. I'm like, what is going on here? We've
actually-
invited Sean over.
You've said it, not me, G. I think the state of Abby's room with her suitcase, I don't know if I could do that.
So fair.
Or just, yeah, the lack of cooking skills, I don't know if I could do that.
Yep.
But then at the same time, I kind of like in the kitchen being by myself and like doing everything myself. So
Yeah.
maybe it could work out.
Yep.
I honestly wouldn't be fussed who I would like want to. Like, I feel like anyone really, like, wouldn't, yeah. Like, I feel
Wouldn't
like,
phase you. You'd be
Yeah.
the mother of the house anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just definitely would be.
Would you like
Yeah.
a house full of like 4 people, or like one other person? Or you don't really care?
Probably like not too many.
I
You get a
reckon
bit
you'd happily
overwhelmed.
live on your own.
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah,
But
just
also
nice.
I'm
I
like,
I was house sitting earlier
experience
this
it.
year. It was like best time ever. I just
Yeah.
go home, have this massive house to myself.
I know.
Cool.
Girl, I feel like living with housemates is so fun too.
Yeah, I
Like,
do. Yeah.
You got to experience at some point because
Yeah.
you get to the point where then you're like, okay, I'm over everyone.
Yeah.
Now I can go in my own space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's kind of where I got to, and then all of a sudden I got another housemate. So
Love your full circle moment.
I think she's your child, G, sometimes. Awesome.
So we love it.
Well, Shonny, I don't know if you've been a listener of the pod or not, but
I have been.
Oh,
I'm an
well,
avid
we
listener.
love this.
Avid
Will
listener,
you
we
listen
love
to
that.
this one?
Oh, I don't know if I could do the sound
It's
of my own
it's the
voice.
sound of your own voice,
I know
isn't
it
it?
gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play Which Cat Is That, which I'm sure you know how the game works. But essentially what we're going to do is I'm going to read out a series of clues, and it's to do with one of our own teammates. And you can buzz in at any point that you like, but once you buzz in, if you get it wrong, unfortunately you're out, and then the others can take it away and have a guess. But they can
Right.
also buzz in at any point.
Okay.
We are going to test everyone's buzzer first, though. So if
Okay.
you've got a buzzer, but I'll start with G first to give you some time to think. So G,
I'm gonna go with boop.
boop. That's a cute one, little cutie.
What's that noise? Oh, coffee machine.
Someone's making a coffee right now. I could do another
I
one.
could go coffee.
Yeah, that would be my third.
I'm gonna go 21.
21. And Shawnee, you got a buzzer.
I'll just go Shonny.
Shawnee,
Just
okay.
Loser.
Loser alert. So, well, currently the scoreboard, G's out on a massive win at the moment with 4.
Surely I get a point for last week.
No, I
or the
gave
other
you
week.
0.25 for last week.
0.25.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna comment.
Yeah. Our guests are on 2, so if you
Okay.
get another one here for us, Shawnee, we could be up only 1 behind G.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Becky Babe's only on 1.25. So she's got some work to do. All right, but if everyone's ready,
Yep.
we will kick us off. So, clue number 1. This cat has a younger brother. Clue number 2. This cat has played multiple positions on the ground. Number 3. This cat has a dog. That doesn't really shortlist it, does it? Number 4. This cat's locker number is an even number.
Shonny.
Ooh, Shawnee, hot in.
Das.
Oh, it's not Das. No,
No.
damn. Very
Okay, let's put
close.
this here
Very
in the middle.
close. All
That's
right,
really
Shawnee, you're
annoying.
out, unfortunately. Sorry, guests.
Can I have
Okay.
a go at the end if they
Yes,
don't get it?
if no one gets it, you can have a go. All right, clue number 5. This cat has taken a hat trick in a cricket game before.
Oh, I know who it is.
She's trying.
No.
Oh, Shawnee's
Why have so many of our teammates played cricket?
Yeah, I know, right? Such a random thing to play. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Clue number 6. This cat has played at another club before.
Can I ask a technical question?
Yeah, ask a technical
An
question.
AFL or VFL?
AFL.
Okay.
Oh, you gonna go? Or you wanna wait?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Let's put this back in the middle. We're sharing a microphone. I don't want to miss my
You
chance.
get delay of the sound. Number 7. This cat has the same name as someone in our team.
Oh, it stuffed me up again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Boop. Are you booping? Gigi.
I may as well go for the boop. There's
Go
only
for
one
it.
left.
There's only one left. I'm gonna.
Is it Prez?
No, not
Okay.
Prez.
Oh my god.
Close.
Oh my god.
All right, Becky,
No
do you want to
pressure,
hear the
Becky.
last clue?
Sure.
Name. How many people share a name?
Clue number 8. This cat has come back to footy after having a child.
Oh no, I know who it is.
I think there's only one person in our team.
Oh yeah, sorry. Kate Darby. I mean 21. Kate Darby.
Woo, good work, Becky.
Sorry, I was thinking, I'm like just making sure like Kate Sermon, Kate Darby. Oh wait, yeah, Kate Sermon didn't come back from a baby.
I knew that name one would throw people because no one calls them Kate, either of them. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Well, we've got 3 Kates because we got.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got
true.
3 Kates and a Caitlin.
Can you go
True,
through the
yeah, we
questions
do.
again?
the clues.
Sorry, yeah, that.
Yeah, so Darbs has a younger brother. She's played multiple positions, so ruck
I didn't
forward.
know she took a hat trick.
She took a
I didn't
hat
know
trick
she
in a
played
cricket
cricket.
game. Yeah.
Is this like a proper cricket game or like beach cricket?
no, proper,
I took a
apparently.
hat-trick at
Yeah.
beach cricket. Honestly.
She's got a dog, as we know. She's number 8, so that's an even number. Played at
Oh
Carlton
my
before.
God, Prez is 41. I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
that's not
And
even.
I was like, with the younger brother, I was like, she also has 2 other siblings when
Yeah.
she said that. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but she still has
she
a
still
younger
has
a
brother
younger
and
brother.
a dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe she
She-
played cricket.
That's
she
fair.
has 2 dogs.
And
fair.
yeah, she's obviously had baby Ella, who's not a baby anymore.
Oh, she's going to be so glad I got that.
Yeah,
she
I know.
is.
I was looking at you the whole time, Becky. I was like, you better not get this wrong.
I feel like we are getting more and more exposed as this like season of the pod has gone on. We have looked pretty stupid.
I'm not gonna
multiple
lie, I
times.
thought I was so on with Das.
And then
Yeah,
up
you
to the
went-
dog.
Yeah.
and then you
I don't
guessed
know if
Croc.
she has a brother, younger
She
brother.
does. She
does.
does.
She does.
Yeah.
Becky. Beep. Beep, 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 beep. No, so, well, good job, Becky. You're now on 2.25. Let's go. So, no, that was great. Good work, Sean. Bad luck. That's all right. Better luck next time.
Thanks so much, Sean, for coming on. Next time, me and Becky hopefully will get the text message for the group, dress code. That would be great. But it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for
Awesome.
having me.
Thanks,
girls.
Sean.
Thanks, Shani.
Okay, so we've just had Shani on, and that was great to hear from Shani. We always love
The
The
twinsies.
twinsies, yes, we were definitely rocking the same outfit. But we always love hearing from our debutantes and listening to the journey that they come on into their football. So that was great to have her on. But let's get into our game preview for this week. It's Indigenous round, so we are up in Perth, travelling up there for the game on Saturday at Mineral Resources Park against Woolwich Marawa at 6:05 p.m.
Yes.
Well, 6:05 p.m. here,
Yeah,
and
is it
we'll
three-
be
3:05?
3:05, losing
Ah,
3 hours.
3 hours.
I haven't been to Perth for a hot minute, and I'm like, I'm kind of scared. Kind of scared for the time
Sorry.
difference.
I know.
That sound of the... It really got me.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, it is a significant time difference. Because
It
what, we'll be
is.
waking at... If you usually wake at 8, you're waking up at like 5 in the morning.
I know.
Are you sure you've got this right, G? Because
Eight,
you,
7,
Yeah.
No.
you doing daylight savings the other day was like the most complicated thing I've ever heard.
We spent a whole car ride in Sydney from our from our accommodation to Bondi, talking about trying to figure out the daylight savings difference for waking up the next morning, and the car ride back, and
It's
then at dinner,
confusing.
But then
someone
you guys,
else continued.
yeah,
to
you
confuse
guys thought you had it.
No,
but
no,
you
no,
were
to be-
completely off.
us. No.
No.
I had it.
Okay, well, you
I
had it,
definitely
G.
had it.
All right,
Anyway,
I'll take that.
sorry, we will get back to our game preview. It
Yeah.
should be a really good matchup. Obviously, they have improved massively this season, and I
Yeah.
think there's a real sense of, like, I have a respect for that sense of joy and pride for kind of what they're putting out there, and really you can see that. And I think with having Daisy as their coach, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of respect for that, because we had a period of time within our what's the word I'm looking for? Say
Football
lifetime
journey,
of
yeah.
our club and our group, and where we really saw that significant improvement. So it's always exciting to see that when you look at a league perspective.
Yeah.
But then obviously seeing us starting to really hit our straps, I think it will be great to come out and continue that, and I guess set where our standard is
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, definitely.
When was the last time we played them?
It
Was
would
that
have
at
been
Icon Park?
It was Icon
Oh,
Park.
yeah.
which
Yeah, the Pride
was
round?
2 years or last year?
Yeah.
2 years
No,
ago.
I'm
2
excited.
years ago, yeah. So, obviously Bowie used to play for him, so
Yeah.
huge
There's
matchup
always-
for her.
You know what?
that she's keen.
They are pretty feisty.
They are, and they're, to be honest, like they've had some really good players at the moment coming
Yeah.
through that are really performing at the moment. So
Mhm.
it'll be a great challenge, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited to go over there and play. Excuse me. But I think we fly out Friday, play on the Saturday, and fly out Sunday. So we've got like a beautiful amount of time all together in our space.
love
We
it.
love being in the lounge together,
I know.
having dinner at the
And the
hotel
extra
and
night.
The extra
Yes, the
night.
I do love when
travelling.
the extra night, when you then end up, it's like a 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and you're all still there. You're having your sweet treat after the game and just
Do you remember that
deep.
time?
Yeah.
Where were we? And you went and
We were in the
bought
corridor.
2 boxes
Oh
of
my
Maxi
gosh,
Bombs.
I did. I
Yeah.
went and bought Maxi Bombs
Where
for the
were
whole
we?
club.
I came
club.
with you. whole whole club. Wow, G.
That would have been pretty
There was
generous.
like 8 of us.
They're paying you
No,
the big
for
bucks
the,
here.
for the whole team. I think I actually got 3 boxes worth. That was
Adelaide or Brisbane.
yeah, one of those
That was
ones.
probably
Yeah.
a paycheck
I
in
think it was
that.
Adelaide.
Seriously, Maximons are not cheap.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
but
either.
it was worth it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we came off a
100%.
win, and
Yeah,
usually it's
we did.
1 for a loss and 2 for a win
for
if
a
you're
win.
feeling
Really?
good.
Yeah.
I
No,
love this.
I said that last season, but it never really happened.
I'm more of a,
Awesome.
I don't know, Buffalo Bill type of
Oh,
girl.
you know what I love?
That is bizarre to me.
Yeah.
A Buffalo Bill, the
chewy-
pink
the
thing
chewy
with
Girl,
the
Buffalo Bills.
I love Bubble O Bills.
Slaps.
The ice cream itself is so good.
Anyways, we're off track.
Sorry, we're
but
going a bit
no,
rogue.
we are super excited again to have another chance to play some football this weekend. And yeah, you can watch it. Is it on Channel 7? I don't even know, but
You can watch it where you watch it.
And
watch it where you watch it.
Any
at
of our Perth
6:05.
fans, come on down.
Yeah, we'll see Bowie's mum there.
Yep.
Shout out to Laura.
Oh,
We
yeah.
love her feedback on the podcast too.
Yeah.
So love you, girl.
Awesome.
And we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.